Hello people. So today we are talking about fear of failure. So many people don't go after the things they want, the life they want, because they are just so afraid of failure, they are afraid of rejection. And you know what? This is understandable. Speaking from experience, I have failed a lot, and you know what? It sucks. Failure is painful, and it's just really like it can be very crushing. So I understand like going through failure is not an easy thing, so it makes sense why people are afraid of it. But you know what, there is life after failure. So I'm just going to tell you like some things. If there are things that you want to do but you are too afraid to go after it, I have some tips that will help you just push past, get past the fear. Number one, consider what would happen if you didn't try. So that's sort of the big question that always makes me go after my ideas and my goals, is that I don't really think so much about failing, even though I do and I have. I just mostly think about like what would happen if I didn't try. Then I would just sit down and be wondering about this idea, or just have this thing have a hold over me. So instead of thinking so much about what would happen if you fail and you didn't make it, think about what would happen if you didn't try and your life was still the same and you just remained stagnant and you never knew what could possibly take place. So consider that question: what would happen if you didn't try to go after what you wanted? And number two, just also thinking about life after fear. Like there are so many things that you could do, that's not even professionally going after your goals, but even just like things you want in your personal life. There's like an adventure you could be missing. There's this friendship that could be amazing. There's this relationship that could be amazing, but you keep holding yourself back, telling yourself these lies, or telling yourself a truth that you've been believing that is not even true. So you have to really consider the life after fear, because sometimes what we are telling ourselves about a certain situation or the life we want to have might not exactly be true. So just kind of really consider what would happen if you actually did pursue what you wanted to. What would happen if you actually did make a trial or an attempt and see whether you could actually make it or not. Because the truth is that even if you do make it, you go after what you want and you make it, that's a plus. And if you didn't make it, I still feel like there's so much that we can learn from failure. You know what, there's always so much wisdom and knowledge that you can gain from it. Like from my experiences, like I said, I failed a lot, still failing actually. From my experiences with failure, like at the end of the day, even though it's really been terrible and it sucked, like I've learned so much about myself. When I failed in careers, it's always made me want to be a better person, to work and develop myself and my skills. It's always made me question how I function in the work world. When I failed in my personal life, it's always made me question how I interact and engage with people, to take a step back and just be more self-aware, you know? So my failures have always taught me something. So we shouldn't even be so afraid of failure, because at the end of the day, there's something that is, you know, after that failure. There's so much to learn and there's so much to gain from it. There's so much wisdom and knowledge you can gain after failure. So just consider that other aspect. And let's go back to professional world. Yesterday I put up a post about LinkedIn and how more young professionals should really be embracing and using the platform, because I feel like when we want to go after our goals and professional pursuits, the truth is that we could learn so much from other people who are more experienced in the field that we want to be in, but a lot of people are so afraid to reach out and connect to people that they admire. And like me, I don't know, but I've never really been afraid to like connect, reach out to people, whether they are on my level or not my level, whether they have more followers than me or not. Like if I have ideas, if I have questions, I'll always reach out. And I think it's always good to have that open mindset where you're willing to learn from people, because it doesn't matter whether the person is higher than you or lower than you. Like we could all learn from each other. So I think that one way to get over failure is also to learn to reach out to other people, because they could teach you and you could gain knowledge from their own experience, and just understanding the fact that we are all human. So sometimes people are afraid to reach out and ask questions, but you have to really consider the fact that we are all human and we could all learn from each other. Like I've reached out to so many people who have really helped give me a lot of knowledge and wisdom that's helped me push forward in my goals and pursuits, and helped me to re-evaluate the things that I want to do. And like I said, even if I'm a young person, there are some people who look at me and they gain knowledge from me. I remember when I was in high school and I made this speech as a salutatorian, and then this lady just brought me out. I don't even know who she is, but the way she just looked at me and she was not like, you really made me think about certain aspects of my life. I just want you to know that what you said was really wonderful and I truly appreciated it. Like, she just made me feel as though I changed her life. And I was like 18, 19 years old when I gave that speech. So it doesn't matter what age you are. As a young person, you can learn from people who are more experienced, and more experienced people could learn from you. So don't be so afraid of failure and rejection when reaching out to other people. Just understand the fact that we are all human and we could all learn from each other. And I think through speaking to other people and learning from other people's experience, it even gives you more perspective in your life to learn how to go forward, to learn what you need to push forward at, to learn what you need to take a step at. So I feel like speaking to other people can also help you push past that fear of failure and rejection. So if you are going through fear of failure, I just want you to consider 3 different things. Number 1, just consider what would happen if you didn't try, if you never tried to make an attempt, if you just sat down on your goals, you just sat down on your ideas. Just consider that fact. What would happen if you didn't try? Think about life after fear. If you get a win, that's good. If you fail, you learn from it. And number 3, just speak to other people and learn from their experiences, because it gives you more perspective on your life and your paths. So those are just my 3 ways to help you push past the fear. And if you have some thoughts, you can let me know in the comments section. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you on my next video. Peace.